This is for the MotoHorn. Just a quick recap. Toyota Tacoma. I installed 2 of the MotoHorns here. I've got one compressor down here. And I've got one here. Basically on the positives, they're going to run directly all the way up. Just to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown. I was really confused when I set this up. It's taken me hours in terms of wiring, just trying to get it right. But the positive from the compressor is going to go basically positive. It's going to go from the compressor all the way down up to number 87. I put both of my relays here. You got 87 and you got 30. Basically 30, you're going to cut 2 separate wires and they're going to come and connect to the positive side of the battery. You're going to take the negatives, which are going to be on the battery, and those are what run down to the negative side of the compressor. Now, if you're trying to connect to your stock horn, which essentially I was trying to do, basically I was trying to connect to my stock horn here, and the problem I was having when I plug this in, there's 2 horns, so one goes here, one goes here. But when I plug it in and I push the horn, nothing happens except for this one will go off. So I leave them undone, and it's loud as hell. I had my son test it because I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. I had this one here that I added these little clips here. You can get them at AutoZone. And I had both of them plugged in and it wasn't working. So I figured, oh, this has got to be the ground. So I held it up to here and I had my son push the horn and about freaking blew my damn eardrums out. That's when I knew it worked. So these here, you got your positive and then you got your negative, which is running hot for your power. They go directly back to, I think it's 86 and then 85, which is the smaller gauge wire on here. But I ain't gonna lie, this did take me quite some time. It was a pain in the ass. All because I'm very bad with wiring, but let me see if I can get you a good sound here. If you heard that, it's loud as shit. Anyways, there's 2 horns down there. Super impressed, and it's my taco. If you have any questions, let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. I can definitely tell you, I searched everywhere on YouTube and I couldn't find anything that had to relate to the wiring and trying to get things right. But when it comes to the whole entire relay, that was the most confusing part. I'm just not the best with wiring, and it's real straightforward. You got your 30, which is on here. That goes directly to your positive. And then you got your negatives that go down, so forth. But comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this helps you, because I know all the videos I looked at was basically motorcycles, and no one really ever showed the wiring and how they did it. But yeah, you can probably figure out a way to make your stock horns work with it, but as loud as these things are, freaking, I'm going to be pissing some people off. But when you get a lot of, what I call them is, you get a lot of people who are camping at the light on their phones, this will wake them up. Anyways, have a good day.